On today's episode of the Fresh Brew Run Club, my first run reaction to the Nike Vomero 18. Welcome to the Fresh Brew Run Club. My name is Aaron, and today we got an exciting one. I'm fired up about this shoe review. So today I'm talking the Nike Vomero 18. So this video has been a long time coming. I've just been trying to run outside, but it has snowed in Michigan for like 3 weeks straight. Finally, I think the sidewalks are clear enough to go for a run outside. So for today's video, I'm gonna talk about what I plan on using this shoe for. We'll do a quick breakdown of this shoe, and then I'm gonna go on my first run and give my thoughts after one run in this shoes. This is by no means the final review. I think you need to get about 100 miles in a shoe before you can really fairly, give a verdict on what a shoe is all about. So subscribe so you don't miss my future videos about the Vomero 18s at 100 miles and hopefully at 300 miles. I try to run in every single pair of shoes that I purchase, including the Vomero 18s, until I can no longer run in them, and I'll make a video about that as well. I've never purchased the Vomero 18, so I'm excited to see what those shoes are all about. I'm looking to run easy miles, recovery miles, just slower, easier miles in these shoes. I really do like max cushion shoes. So that's kind of what caught my eye about these. Nike has redesigned the Vomeros. We'll talk about their shoe lineup in a second, but I'm really looking forward to trying these out for the first time. So speaking of Vomero, Nike is in the middle of renaming all of their daily trainers. So there's the Pegasus line and then 3 Pegasi. There's 3 shoes within the Pegasus lineup: the Pegasus Plus, and the Pegasus Premium. All 3 of those are now available. There's also the Nike Structure, which is Nike's stability lineup. So that's where you have the original Structure and then the Structure Plus and the Structure Premium, which it sounds like that is going to be the Epic React. I think that's what that shoe is called. They're going to go to that line, and then you have the Vomero line, which has the Vomero. Technically, the base models are called the Icons, so this is the Vomero Icon. And then you have the Vomero Plus, which is a shoe that has not come out yet. Originally, it was supposed to be the Invincible 4. That has apparently been scrapped, so they're totally reinventing the Vomero Plus. And then you have the Vomero Premium, which looks like one of the wildest max cushion shoes that I've ever seen. It'll be interesting to see what that's all about. So a quick breakdown of what this shoe is all about. We'll start with the bottom. You have the outsole. Couple things stand out about the outsole. There's a lot of different pieces. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different outsole pieces separately on this. I don't know if that's an advantage or a disadvantage. Probably a little bit of a weight saving measure, but kind of an interesting design. I did notice there's a lot of grip on the outside. They kind of have these lugs on the outsole, which I think is going to be good for today, where there's a little bit of snow on the ground. So hopefully that will help with the grip, but nothing too exciting with the outsole. Moving up to the midsole, that's where the heart of this shoe really is. On the bottom half of the midsole, you have Nike's React X foam, which Nike describes as responsive. I translate that sort of Nike name into something that is a little more stable, a little more firm. And then on top of that is the Zoom X foam, which is Nike's high-tech, lightweight, super cushioned foam. So you have a combination of the softness of the Zoom X plus the responsiveness, or maybe the firmness, of the React X foam on the midsole. I don't think I've run in a shoe with both of those foams. It's either been the React X only or the Zoom X foam only, so it'll be interesting to see what that feels like. A pretty high stack height. I've been walking around in these. I'll put the actual stack height on the screen here once I can confirm it. And then there is a bit of a drop from heel to toe that was pretty noticeable as I was walking around the basement here. So that's going to be a very interesting midsole, but definitely a very plush feeling under my foot as I'm walking around. Moving up to the upper, pretty standard upper, kind of Nike standard laces. I don't think this shoe is going to be particularly breathable. There's a decent amount of padding. I'm very focused on the padding around the heel. The biggest criticism with the Nike Invincible 3 was the heel lock. A lot of people had issues. I had to do a runner's knot, which kind of fixed the problem, but there wasn't much padding around the heel. This shoe appears to have a lot of padding around the heel. I know it's not a direct comparison between the Invincible and the Vomero, but just something that I noticed. Lots of padding around the heel. The tongue is pretty padded as well. So I think this shoe is prioritizing comfort over being a lightweight shoe and over being a very breathable shoe. If you're looking for a breathable shoe, probably not it. Probably good for me because it is 19 degrees outside right now. So having a little more material on that upper is going to be nice. And then finally, what I really love is this heel tab. I'm a big fan of heel tabs. It just makes it easier to get a pair of shoes on without without like destroying the heel. I think every running shoe should have a heel tab, so I'm pretty excited to see that. But otherwise, pretty standard upper. The big thing that I'm very curious about is how that React X Zoom X foam combo feels as I'm running through the streets of Metro Detroit. So with that said, I'm gonna gear up. I'm gonna put on my winter gear, and I'm gonna go for a run. So today I have an 8-mile run. I'll probably give my thoughts about halfway through, just to give an idea of what it's like to run in these shoes right out of the box. And yeah, we'll be on with it. I'm really hoping that this is gonna become my like daily trainer, easy run shoe. It's been a while since I had a pair of Max Cushion shoes that I really loved. So hopefully this becomes the shoe that I get a ton of miles in. But the journey of 300 plus miles begins with a single 8-mile workout. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'll see you out there. Okay, so I'm about halfway through my run in the Vomero 18s, and people, these shoes so far are incredible. I don't give every shoe high praise just for the sake of it, but these are fantastic. Like I said, I'm going on an easy run today. I'm actually a little bit fatigued. I ran at night yesterday, so I haven't had as much time to recover as I normally do. And these shoes are working great for me. They're soft, they're super comfy. You can definitely feel all that stack height and really not feel the ground too much, but there's a little bit of firmness. It's a great combo. So that Zoom X React X combo is working as advertised. It's nice. It's a really smooth but somewhat firm ride. Definitely a firmer shoe than the like original Invincibles, which was just Zoom X foam. The other thing I didn't mention when I was doing the breakdown, it has a rocker shape, which I really prefer. I'm a little bit of a heel striker, but I still like that ride through the stride, where it kind of rocks you forward as opposed to a flatter shoe. I've been getting a lot of miles in the Brooks Glycerin Max, and that's really flat and it feels very slappy to me. Not a terrible shoe by any means, but I haven't loved it just because of that like flatness. I think it's kind of blocky, whereas these feel really smooth, and I think a lot of that is the rocker shape of the midsole. The other thing I'm a big fan of is the retail price. It is $140 US. I bought these under retail on StockX, so check that out. But $140 is a good price. We'll see how durable these shoes are over time, but the price of daily trainers and Max Cushion shoes has been getting kind of out of control. I'm not saying $140 is cheap, but it's not $200 like a lot of the other Max Cushion shoes. So it's good that Nike's kind of pumping the brakes on the price of these a little bit. So a couple quick hits to wrap it up. No heel slip at all. Not even a concern, so that's nice. These are definitely not a breathable shoe, which is good because right now it's absolutely freezing outside. But if you're looking to run in super hot conditions, you might get a little hot foot. The traction on these shoes is fantastic. I mean, look at what I'm running on, and I haven't really had a problem yet. The lugs on the outsole definitely work, so that's nice. Now, as far as the design and the colorways, I think it's kind of a cool design. I bought probably the blandest colorway of these shoes that I've seen so far, but that's just what was available at the time. The other ones, there's like a green one that looks really cool. There's a Volt one. Pretty much every other colorway than the red and white ones that I got are way better, but I think it's a cool looking shoe. You know, it's flashy, it's nice. And then as far as stability goes, no problems so far. They seem fairly stable. I'm running on some, you know, icy, rockier terrain today. So overall, my first run in these shoes, my first impression, really impressive. I think I'm gonna really like these shoes. I think I'm gonna get a lot of great, just easy, smooth miles in these things. These are probably a bit too clunky for like faster workouts. So, you know, not the most versatile shoe in the world, but so far as an easy daily trainer with a good amount of cushioning, really impressive. So that will be the video for today. Let me know if you have any questions about the shoe. I'll do my best to answer them. Like I said at the beginning, this is just an initial reaction, so by no means is this my final verdict. I will make more videos about this shoe after I log about 100 miles in these, so subscribe so you don't miss that. But otherwise, that'll be it for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you soon.